Hello everyone, welcome back to Hexcells Infinite. Last time we got through 4.4 with a couple of mistakes, but I've been back and perfected that level, so let's go on to 4.5. Alright, first things first, where do we even begin? This 6 here. We have 1 past the break and 4 before it, so there must be 3 on this column. And the same is true on the other side, except it's 2 and 5, so there must be 3 on this column. And 3 and 3 is 6, so we can eliminate the middle stuff. This 5 has 5, which is going to be all around it. That 2 now sees 2. That 2 gets those. Then, what else can we do from here? This 5 sees 1, 2, 3, 4. And this 3 needs 2 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This 5 needs 1 of these. So this is going to be blue for that 3. And then 1 of these will be the other one. But I don't think we know which yet. However, what we do know from that is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be a 5th, which means this is not 1. How's this 6 looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 of those, we don't know which. This 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 of those. Over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's neither of these. And this guy now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's neither of those. That finishes our 3. That's solved, that's solved, that's solved, that's solved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's solved. Don't need another there. 3 on an arc of 4 gives us that one. This 4 can be ignored. This is got 2 on top left and top right, so it's not this. That 5 we can now ignore because we know that there's 2 from the bottom. How's this 3 doing? 1, 2, 3, that's good. And this 4 needs 1 more, but we don't know which. This 6 here needs 6, so we can colour all of that. Now this 4 has 4, so we can get rid of those. This one needs 1, which is that, which means the flanking sides are not the same. This 2 needs 2 vertically, so that gets those there. This 2 now has 2, so it's not that. This 2 needs a second, so that 1 has 1 in its length. This 3 has 1, 2, 3, so it's not this one. And this 2 needs a second, which is that one. Now this 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's not those. And this 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 of these we don't know which yet. But, knowing that it's one of these, and that this whole column has 3 in it, we've got 2 accounted for. That will be the 3rd, so we can eliminate the rest of that vertical. 0 solves for itself. This 1 needs 1, that 3 needs a 3rd, this 3 has 3. 0 here solves for itself. This 2 has 2, so it's not that. That 2 needs 2 non-consecutive, so we can get rid of this one. We need 1 of those, we don't know which. How's this 7 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 of these for 6, and 1 of these for 7. So it can't be the one in the middle that's shared. That gives us that 1, that gets us this 3, that 5 is solved. This 2 has 2, so we get rid of that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 of those for 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those for 7, so it's not either of those. That one has one, so we clear that off. That gives us our 7th here. Same for that, those are both solved. This 2 only sees 2. This 3 is going to need one of those. We're probably going to need to solve that with this 6 at some point. What else have we got? What's easy? This 2 has 2, so it's not that. That 1 sees 1. That means this 4 has 1, 2, 3, and one of these. We don't know which. That 6, though, is solved. This 5 sees 1, 2, 3. We need one of those for 4, and that one for 5. That 2 sees 2, so it's not that. That 3 needs a third. That 1 has 1. This 5 is now solved. This 4 is probably solved long ago. This 4 sees 1, 2, 3, and one of those for the 3 will make 4, so we clear off that. How's this 6 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one of those for 6. And if this 3 needs 3 on its perimeter, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the vertical, only one of these will make this 6, so we need those 2 in the center line. The center line now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We eliminate this. That 3 needs 3. This 6 now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We eliminate that. This 3 has 3 in its borders, so we can clear that one off. That 3 sees 3, so it's not this one. This 4 sees 3 and that one for 4. This 5 sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A bunch of that is solved. This 4 sees 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. That one sees 1. This one needs 1. I'm probably going to have to break into that up top somewhere, because I don't think we can do more down here, and there aren't any more clues that cross the gap. But let's see if we can finish off what's going on over here first. This 2 needs a second, which is that one. This one sees 1 there. That 3 only sees 3. This 4 now sees 1, 2, 3, and 4, so it's not this. This 5 sees 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these. That's 1. This 2 sees one of these for 2. This 3 sees one of these for 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1 here. 2 here, 3 here, 4, 5, and 6. So this pair of 2s must share this one. That 2 now sees 2, as does this one. That 2 sees 2. That 3 needs a third. This 2 sees 2. That one gets that. That 6 is now solved. This 5 is now solved. That's the left-hand side of the puzzle finished. So how do we break into this right-hand side? 5 here. 1, 2, 3. We need 2 of those. Can't possibly know which yet. 5 here. 1, 2, 3. We need 2 of these. It must match with 2 of those, so it's not this or this. This 2 needs a second. It can only be that. That 1 has 1. This 3 gets those. This 4 sees 1, 2. One of these for 3 and one of those for 4. We don't know which. One, 2, 3. We need 2 of those, and it can't be both of these because they can't be consecutive, so that's one of them. This 5 now sees 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one of those still. This 4 needs 1, 2, 3, one of those, and not this one. This 2 needs 2 non-consecutive, so it can't be these. It must be that and one other. This 2 has 2 non-consecutive, so we can eliminate this. That 3 needs a third. That 2 has 2. That 2 needs a second. This 2 has 2. This 3 needs a third non-consecutive. Must be that one. That 2 has top and bottom. This 2 only sees this one. That 2 now has 2. This 2 needs 2 consecutive. Eliminates that. This 2 needs a second. This 3 needs a third. All of these are solved. 4 here. 1, 2, 3, and one of those makes 4, eliminates those. This 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these makes 5, which eliminates this and this, gives us that. That 4 is now solved. This 3 sees 1, 2, and one of these. No, this one sees 1, so it's none of those. So we have 1, 2, and one of those for 3. We don't know which yet. This 2 needs a second. That one sees 1. That 2 sees 2. This 2 also sees 2. This 3 needs a third. That 3 got a third. This 4 needs 2 more. That 2 sees 2. This 1 needs 1. That one sees it. This 2 needs a second. That 2 needs a second. And no remaining pieces. Nice to have a puzzle where we don't become too stuck. Let's jump into 4-6. As I take a sip of my beverage before we kick off. Right. The very first thing I see is this 2 consecutive with 1 in its line, which means it must be this or this and never that, that or that. This 2 gets 2. This 2 also gets 2. Right, this 5 needs only one of those. So if it's one of these, we need a second and a third out of this gap. And this 5 here. So this 5 needs to populate one of these. If one of those is populated, this 3 needs to populate at least 2 of these 4. It could be 2 here and not the end, so we can't do anything with that just yet. I don't think this 4 helps me either. Anything else obvious that is hanging around? It's probably something. This 5 here, and this 1 here. We need one of this column, and this 5 needs 5, but we see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of these for a 5th. Don't know which yet, but that lets us colour in these ones down here. Now this needs 5. We have 4, so one of these will be blue. And if this 5 here has 1, 2, 3, 4, one of these for 5, this 1 won't have one at the top. That 0 fixes that. So we now need one of these and one of those, but we can't know which yet. What else do we have going on? How many do we have along here? That's 4, 5, 6, 7. But 5 after the break means 5 and 11 makes 6 before the break, so only one of these is black, but we can't tell which yet. One of these is blue, means 2 before the break. And we got 5 after the break here, and 9 makes 4 of these. But not seeing anything that I can use immediately. We need one of these. We need 2 of those in total, so it's going to be one of those. We need only one of these. We could have 3 here. We could have 2 of these, not that one, have that one be somewhere down here. We need 2 of these, 2 of those, and 1 of these. Don't see how that helps me right now. We need 1 of those. We need 2 of these. Can't be both of those because we only need 1 on this line. And we only need... Oh, wait. Hold on. This 2 has 1 and it needs a second. This 5 has 4 and needs 1 more of those, so it's never those. What does that do for me? This 5 needs 1 more, this 2 needs 1 more, and this 2 needs 1 more, so it'll be 1 of those, so it's never this one. That 3 gets a third, this 5 doesn't need a fifth anymore. We've solved those. This 3 now has 3 along its diagonal. This 3 gets 2 more along its diagonal. This 2 has 2 along its vertical. 0 solves for itself. This 1 and this 2 work together because this 2 sees this 1 and needs 1 of these. And that will populate the 1, so it's never 3 along this length. That 3 gets 3, that 1 has 1. This has 2, so it's not that. Some good progress. We need 1 of those to finish this 2 in the diagonal, and that will populate this 1, so it's not either of these. That 1 gets this, clears that. That 2 has 2. This 2 still needs a second. That 1 is solved, so we can get rid of this. Seven here. Well, we need 1 of these 2, because this length needs 3. We have 1, 2, and 1 of these makes 3. And the same is true on the other side. We need 2 along here, so 1 and 2. So if we need 7, it's 1 of those. 1 of those for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 1 now has 1 in its length, so we can clear that. That 3 needs a third. That 3 now has 3 along its length. So we need 1 of those. We don't know which yet. This 5 is no help to us anymore. This 9 is no help to us anymore because we know we just need 5 past the break. How's this 11 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need 2 of those still. This 5 needs 2 of those. So between this 11, this 5, and this 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll populate 2 of the 3. On the 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 of those will make 11. So that will mean the stuff not on the lines will be black. And the 0 solves for itself. This 2 needs a second, that 2 needs a second. This 2 now has 2, so we can clear off those. This 1 needs 1. This 1 has 1. This 11 needs an 11th. This 5 has 5. This 5 needs 1 more. And it's going to be one of these 3. So this 3 only needs 1 of those. And 2 of these still. Oh, this 2 gets that one there. That 1 now sees it. That 2 is solved. We can clear that. We need 3 here, which is 1 of those. And this 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 of those. We have 6 remaining. Well, we know that there's 5 along this length, and 1 of these makes 6, so it's not this one. That 1 sees this. That 2 needs a second. This 2 now has 2 along its length. This is 1 for the 7. That 3 has 3. This 5 has 5. And this 4 needs 4. And it can only be these. And that's our last one. Good stuff. So I'm going to call it a shorter one there. Did lots of long records yesterday. But next time we'll jump into 5.1 and see how the last of the last 12 puzzles starts treating me. The first of the last 12 puzzles. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting the like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.